How's it going, everyone? Welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a protocol I entered into a month ago, and that is the Safuu protocol. So today I'm going to be giving you guys an update video on how things are going so far. What are my thoughts? I'm also going to be talking about how much I have made so far. And then I'm going to be talking about kind of my approach for taking profits going forward. So we're going to be getting into that today. But before we start, I do want to stress as always that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please, as always, do your own research before making any investing decisions. These videos are only intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. But with that out of the way, let's just get into this video. All right, so first I want to start off by just talking about my kind of initial impressions on Safuu and kind of what my first thoughts were when I started researching and before I decided to put my money in. Because when I first started looking into Safuu, the one commonality is there was a lot of FUD being spread around Brian Legend, and there was a lot of talk about his previous projects being scams. People were saying, don't put your money in, he's a scam artist. But then I started hearing Brian Legend talk about it because he addressed this several times in his AMAs, and he was just saying they were failed projects, right? And obviously we don't know with 100% certainty, but I do agree with him that people kind of in this space look at a failed project as automatically being a scam. Like, it's like if something doesn't make people money, all of a sudden it's a scam, right? And then just stuff starts spreading, stuff starts circulating on Reddit and all over the place on YouTube. And that was my take. I'm leaning in favor of what he was saying and the fact that they are just failed projects. He's learned from those failed projects. And I think the one thing that he really learned is that FUD can really ruin your projects, and it ruined some of his previous projects. And that's why he essentially, created a YouTube page here. He does constant AMAs, and he does this so that he can address any FUD. If there's FUD being spread, he can hop on, he shows his face, and he addresses any of the FUD, because I think he learned that FUD can really ruin your project. And if he can address the FUD, then you could contain it and not let it circulate too much. And that's kind of what he's learned. That's my take on it, though. I just think that his previous projects were failed projects. You can disagree, that's fine. But that's my take on it. That was kind of the common thing I heard. And I think that's what maybe has prevented some people from wanting to get involved. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt and decided to invest. And so far, I've been super happy with how things have played out so far. I could not be happier with my first month in Safuu and my experience so far and my experience with Brian Legend. So that's my take on that. But anyways, I want to first just start off also by just going through some of the key metrics that we're seeing so far. You can see currently the price of Safuu is $208.14. When I first got involved a month ago, the price was in that $160 to like $164 range. So definitely have seen some nice price appreciation. Also, you can see the market cap now is at 160 million. So it is just growing like crazy. I think it just has to do with all the marketing. I think Brian Legend has been going really hard on the marketing because he understands the importance of it. I think the biggest issue with some of these rebasing tokens is that you got to be marketing. You got to have, bring volume over to, you got to have volume coming in. And the best way to do that is through marketing. And he's been doing it better than anyone based on these in the rebase token category. So that's probably the large reason why we're seeing this market cap growing. Also, you can see the circulating supply is at 771,000. The total supply is 916,000, and that's just the difference here is just due to the fire pit. So this is a big thing that I really like, and this is really a reason why I chose Safuu because, I was looking to diversify my portfolio because currently I've been like a drip channel. I really like the drip protocol, and I wanted to diversify. But I didn't want to get into any like drip clones or any of those like drip alternatives. So I wanted to get into a rebasing token. And the problem with a lot of the other rebase tokens that I was looking into is they didn't really have any mechanisms in place to offset some of the inflation. And that's why this fire pit, I think, is a really genius innovation that Brian Legend brought to the rebase token space, because this is just helping to get a grip on the inflation, because by no means